Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz, and if you're new here, I post 2 DIYs each week. And today we're doing a video where we are gonna be working with some pool noodles. You can buy these inexpensively at Dollar Tree. They're $1. They're for more than just swimming in the pool. I'm gonna show you some fun hacks you can do with these. This first hack is perfect if you don't wanna buy like extra foam pieces or floral foam because they come in such a small package and you don't get very much of it. And let's say you have a pot like this. This was on a recent video. I'll link it below if you guys are interested in it. And let's say you have one of these faux plants and when you put it in, it just goes too low and that doesn't work. So you want it to be up a little bit higher. So a couple things you can do. You can just cut off foam pieces like this. So then your plant is going to sit up more and it's just gonna look a lot better. Another option, if you have a real plant, is to cut little chunks at the bottom. So at the bottom of your planter, this is going to act as really good drainage. So you could put your plant and your soil on top of that, and it's just going to give you a little bit of drainage at the bottom of your pot. Another great hack that you may have seen before is using your pool noodle to create a doorstop. And I've seen it before, but it just works so well when you have kids. So just grab a pool noodle in any color that you don't mind seeing on your child's door or wherever you're putting it. My kids love purple, so that's why we're gonna use that. And you wanna cut down till it's about maybe 12 inches long. Next, you'll take your scissors and just cut along one edge all the way across. Next, you can just add this to any door and it makes a wonderful doorstop. I also love to use these pool noodles in my closet. I don't know about you, but I have certain cardigans and sweaters that I like to hang up, and sometimes I get those really rigid holes in them from the hangers that don't look good. These pool noodles help to fix that problem. I'm gonna show you how to do it. For this project, I'm gonna use a blue pool noodle because that's my favorite color and I don't mind seeing it in my closet. So I'm just going to go in, I would say about 6 inches. I'm gonna repeat that again, making them about the same size. It doesn't have to be perfect. From there, I'm gonna cut a slit in the pool noodle. From there, I'm just going to add them to the tops of my hangers. I love this technique because it's literally going to save your sweaters. You won't have to fold them, which I don't like to do. I like everything hanging up, so I love this idea for the closet. For our next hack, I'm gonna show you how to make a really simple headband holder. So for this, you're going to need your pool noodle. You're also going to need a piece of scrapbook paper. Choose your scrapbook paper depending on where you're gonna be putting it. If you're gonna be putting it in a girl's room that's pink, try to find some coordinating colors to go with it. So I'm gonna be using this fun piece of paper and the pool noodle. Okay, so I want my pool noodle to be the size of my scrapbook paper. So I'm going to set it along my paper and I'm gonna use that as my marking for how short I'm gonna cut it. Just make sure you don't have any hanging off over the edge. If you do, just cut that off. Next, I'm going to roll up my paper and I'm gonna see where I need to cut from there. So I'm gonna try to cut across as straight as possible. So next I'm going to run a bead of glue along one end of the paper. And I'll place my noodle in the center. From there, you're just going to wrap it up. I see part of my noodle is sticking out here, so I'm just going to trim that off. Now, if you didn't want to cover this with paper, you could always use fabric. You could also use paint. If you just wanted to paint it, that's another great option. Okay. And then at the end, you just want to put down some more glue. And then just make sure it's really secure along the edge. If you see any areas popping up, just glue them down. Now, to hang it on the wall, we're going to use some rope. I like to use this rope from Amazon. I buy it in like 100 feet spool. I'm gonna link it down in the description box for you. So take your rope and go through your pool noodle. And then you're going to create a triangle at the top. And then just cut off the excess. Next, I'm gonna take these two pieces and tie them in a knot. Now it's ready to be hung up. Next, I'm going to show you a fun idea for using a pool noodle to create a stencil. These foam stencils are really popular right now and you can use them on your wall. I've used a simple sponge to create some different fun stencils, but if you wanted something that was circular, a pool noodle would be great for it. Let me show you how. To create a stencil with your pool noodle, all you want to do is cut off about 3 inches on one side. I like to use a side that I haven't cut on before. It's just going to look a lot cleaner. Now you could use this as a circle. You could also try to cut out interesting shapes. That would be fun as well. I'm actually going to cut it in half and do half circles. Next, I'm just going to determine which side I want to use. I think this one looks a little better, so I'm going to go with that. You can use any paper you want. I'm going to go with this black sheet of paper. You could do this on a wall, so many different options. Okay, I'm just going to put out a little bit of Waverly chalk paint. You don't need a lot for this project. Take your pool noodle. You're gonna place it in your paint like you would a sponge, and then you have an excess of paint. So go back and dab it on the edge. And the first time you do it, you wanna make sure you got enough paint. So about like this is what you're going for. So then whenever you place your stencil down, you just want to go from the top and go straight down. Once you put it on there, you can't move it. Just commit to where you put it on and pull it up. And I'm going to repeat this going down. All right, I think I can fit about 3 across. So I'm actually gonna go over to the other side and put it down. And then I'll do my one in the center of that. That's just one way to use the pool noodle to sponge with. From there, let it completely dry. Then you're going to put it in a frame. I'm just using this 8x10 frame from Dollar Tree. You could make a set of 3 of these. There's so many different options and they make great home decor pieces. I hope you guys love seeing these pool noodle hacks. I had a really fun time putting them together for you. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you're subscribed. I post 2 DIYs each week. And if you missed our last one, I'm gonna link it here for you so you can click here and go watch it. And I'll talk to you guys in our next one. Bye.